of you are doing well, and in this video I'll be giving you some information on the impact effort matrix. So if you're having trouble prioritizing projects or features, then this could probably help you. So what is this impact effort matrix? Sometimes it's called as a 2x2 matrix, it's called as a impact matrix, it's called as an effort matrix, different names over there. But what is this matrix? It is a prioritization tool that helps teams prioritize projects, features, ideas, etc. Okay, simple, a prioritization tool. And let's see how this tool is, this matrix. So this matrix has two axes which has four quadrants, which is it's called as the low effort high impact quadrant. You have the high effort high impact quadrant, the high effort low impact quadrant, and the low effort and low impact quadrant. Now let's see what each quadrant means. The very first quadrant is the low effort high impact quadrant. So this quadrant is also called as quick wins or the low hanging fruits of your project. For example, these are the low hanging features of your project or low hanging projects for your business. So usually these items over here in this quadrant produce the best returns for your investment because you're putting very low effort, but at the same time you're getting high impacts, high value. Okay, so these are the most important and fundamental items, projects or features that you would want to pick up in order to get success faster. So you want to take this up faster and focus more on this because you're investing very little and getting more returns. So it's very key and crucial for success. The next quadrant is high impact, high effort. So now you're going to put in a lot of effort. The effort is going to be high. At the same time, you're going to have a big bang high impact. But if you see, you have to put in a lot of time. Time is very much longer when you compare it to the low effort high impact quadrant. But when you put in this investment of longer time and effort, you're going to get, in the long run, you're going to get the returns and value of it. Okay, so taking up items, features or projects in this quadrant, it's going to be most suitable to take up after you have kind of addressed all of these quick wins or these low hanging fruits. So initially, imagine when you are starting off something, you want to get quick success or you want to get quick returns. You would see how well with what you have in hand, that minimal effort or that minimal cost that you have in hand, time, you have very limited time, you would want to invest little and get the most impact and the most value out of that. Once you have created your brand, once you have created the image, then you would want to start wrapping up and ramping up into much more bigger efforts, investing in bigger efforts and getting high impacts. So that's about the second quadrant. The third quadrant is high effort and low impact. So this is called as energy drainers or time wasters because imagine putting in so much of effort and getting just very low impact. Okay, no one would ever want to do that. So it's not going to give you much of value based on what investment you put in. So at the max, you would want to try to avoid these and rather you would want to focus on the more important ones which I mentioned in the first two quadrants. And the last one is fill-ins, which is low effort and low impact. So this is also, I would not say bad like the third quadrant that we've seen. The items or the projects in this quadrant, it can be taken up when teams have extra bandwidth or there's nothing to focus on. Given that type of a scenario, then you can pick up items or projects in this particular quadrant. But the two main quadrants that teams need to focus on, or the items and the projects teams need to focus on, is whatever falls in these two quadrants. So that's about the impact effort matrix. So couple of examples I can give you when teams use it is, for example, the business wants to focus on which type of a market they would want to focus on and what would be the adoption rate of the market, what would be the value of investing in that particular market. Then this can be one of the ways in which you can do that analysis. Another way, a simple day-to-day basis, what we see is when we want to prioritize features. So features can be, we can take up any feature, but taking up a feature and delivering value for the customer, as well as when you take up a feature in a sprint, you want to deliver value at the end of the sprint. At that time, you can even use this matrix, which would help you to understand what type of an impact you're going to create by developing a feature. So another example could be is generally in our finances as well. We would want to invest a little, but when we're going to get more returns, what would be the, we would like that. So whenever we want to invest or put in some effort, we would want to see what would be the returns, what's the value we are getting from it. And then we would take a decision whether to go ahead. Another example could be is, for example, an organization when they want to get, hire people. So they would try to see what kind of people they are going to hire and what type of a training they have to give the person, and what would be the impact or the value the person is going to create for the organization. So imagine you taking in someone and providing all the training, but there's not going to be any impact, or that particular role is not going to create an impact for the organization, then probably it would not make sense. So these are a couple of areas in which this impact effort matrix would help, and I hope that you got some information, and probably you can also use this in your project. So whenever you want to understand effort and impact. And that's it for this video. So if you like this video, please do give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and also do share your feedbacks. Thank you.